Greetings, candidates, and welcome to the study of the subject leadership and management. In our today's session, we're going to study the types of organizational change. Types of organizational change. There are various types of organizational change. In our today's session, we'll cover 5 types of organizational change. The first one is reactive change. Reactive change. Reactive change, from the word react. Now, candidates, reactive changes take place in response to an event or a chain of various events that can be termed as reactive change. When an organization reacts, all right? And we know many organizations indulge in reactive change. This type of change usually occurs when there is, for example, in an increase in companies' demand for its products or services, or it can be as a response to any other occurrence. It can also be in a response to a problematic situation. It can be in response to a crisis which an organization may be faced with. For example, due to, say, advancements in technology or growing technological changes, an organization may be forced to invest more in technology in order to stay ahead of competition, or to what we can say, or to face off stiff competition. So reactive change can also be as a result of such events or occurrences, to react. That is one type of organizational change, reactive change. The second type of organizational change is anticipatory change. Anticipatory change, from the word anticipate. Now, if a change is implemented with prior anticipation of the happening of an event or a chain of events, it is known as anticipatory change. And organizations may either tune in or reorient themselves as an anticipatory measure to face, say, environmental pressures, environmental challenges, and so on. So tuning in essentially involves implementing incremental changes, which mean dealing with a subsystem individually or just with a part of a system. And reorientation essentially involves changing the organization from the existing state to a desired futuristic state as an anticipatory measure, and then dealing with the entire process of transition. So anticipatory change can either be said through reorientation, or it can be incremental. So this is the second type of organizational change. The first one I've said is reactive change. Number 2, anticipatory change. Then number 3, planned change. Planned change. Candidates, planned change is also regarded as developmental change, which is implemented with the objective of improving the present ways of operation and to achieve the predefined goals. We know a plan is a predetermined course of action, and therefore planned change is calculated and is not threatening as because it is done out of the volition of the change managers, right? It's a predetermined course of action. And that can include, say, the introduction of employee welfare measures, changes in the incentive systems, introduction of new products, introduction of new technologies. Those are measures that are done at the volition of the organization. It's planned. A plan is a predetermined course of action. The organization sits down and they decide this is the way we are going to go about doing things. These are the products we are going to introduce in the market. We are going to introduce, say, a new incentive system or scheme, and so on. Planned change. Then another obvious type of organizational change is a strategic change. Strategic change candidates is usually implemented at the organizational level, which may affect the various components of an organization, and also it may also affect the organizational strategy. So a change candidate in the management style in an organization could be considered as an example of strategic change. A multinational organization, for example, can take a step ahead in bringing in change in the overall organizational philosophy for the the company and to the advantage of the company. So strategic change, though taken at the top level management, it affects all the other functional areas of a company. Strategic change. This is number 4. Then lastly, we are going to discuss another type of change, which is known as fundamental change. Fundamental change, and fundamental change essentially involves the redefinition of organizational mission, redefinition of organizational visions of a company, and so on. And this may be required during extremely volatile circumstances, like volatility in the business environment, like failure of leadership, like decline in productivity, as well as overall turnover problems, which may include the decline in the morale of the workers, and so on. So those are examples of fundamental changes. It involves the redefinition of a company's mission, the definition of a company's vision, and so on. So these are 5 types of organizational change. 1, reactive change. Number 2, anticipatory change. Number 3, planned change. Number 4, strategic change. Number 5, fundamental change. So that will mark the end of our today's lesson. I'll give you one question for your assignment. Assignment: discuss 5 types of organizational change. So candidates, try and answer this question without referring to the notes. Bye-bye. God bless you.